Hi friends, good morning. My name is Miss Kate and we'll be practicing a little bit of breath and movement today as we get started before you jump into your schoolwork. So if you'll join me next to your desk, you'll need a couple of things as we get started and I'll tell you all about it. Let's go. So coming right next to your desk, a couple of things that you'll need for class this morning will be maybe a book. I have what we call a block in yoga. But if you have a thick book in your desk, you can certainly use that. You may also find if you have a crayon box that's plastic, you could also potentially use that as well. So maybe you have a block, a crayon box or a book, and then you'll also want your desk chair. This will be helpful if you have any balance challenge that will give you a little bit of extra stability. So as we get started, I'd love to begin in what we call axe throwing breath formation. So when we think about a lumberjack goes into the woods, or she goes into the woods and cuts down these trees and starts to then use their tools, one predominantly being an axe, to cut that wood into smaller pieces. And so one of these practices that helps us really rev up our energy in the morning is called axe throwing breath or lumberjack breath. So bring your feet about, out like a star almost. Maybe you bring your hands out as well. So bringing those feet wide here. Begin to bring the arms up and over the head. Allow the fingers to interlace. So bringing the fingers in between one another. And as you begin, inhale, we're gonna fill our belly. Press your belly out. Look to the sky. Exhale, bring your axe or your imaginary axe in between your legs. So breathing out here. Inhale, breathe up, stretch long. Exhale, bring your axe through. Nice. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bring your axe through. We're gonna do 10 just like that. You can start to move a little faster. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach up, exhale. Chop the wood. Inhale, this is 3. Exhale, bring the axe through. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you start to breathe out the mouth. Inhale, reach long, exhale. Inhale, reach high. This is 6. Exhale, bring your axe through. Nice. Let's just a few more to go. Exhale, bring it through. So you're probably doing a beautiful job. Lifting high. Notice all that wood you're chopping. You're doing so great. We've got one more here. Good job. Bring the arms up high. Start to heel toe those feet in. We'll bring our hands down to our sides. Begin to roll the shoulders on your inhale up to the sky. And then roll them back and down. Hands will come to open in front. Start to find your feet now about hip width distance. If you're not sure what that looks like, maybe you bring your fists together and place them in between your feet. And then just start to bring the arches of your feet in line with those fists, and just so they graze or just gradually touch the sides. Perfect. Start to roll yourself back up, coming into mountain pose. Beautiful job. Breathe in, lift the arms high. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, place your palms on your shins or just below your knees. Allow your back to come out long, look forward. We call this Ardha Uttanasana, half lift in yoga. Exhale, fold all the way down. This is called Uttanasana. Breathe in, reach up, lift up, arms come over the head. Breathe out, hands come back through heart center, folding all the way down. Breathe in, find Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Imagine that you could do your schoolwork off of your back. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, reach up, maybe your arms come out wide. Breathe out, hands come down through heart center, folding in. Beautiful. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold here. One more, breathe in, lift up, reach up, look up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. This time, watch me. Breathe in, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your mat. Or I guess to the back of the floor. You don't have that, so maybe in your classroom. making your hands as wide as a star shape. So find those fingers out wide. Begin to push your heels almost to the back of the floor. We're making a straight, what we call plank pose. Pressing into your hands to press the ground away. Reach the back of your back to the sky. Beautiful job. Breathe in here. Breathe out. We're going to start to come onto our right side here. So start to tip those toes off to the right, or the feet off to the right. Lift the right hand to the sky. Nice job. Side plank. Beautiful. Stay for one more round of breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring that hand down. Feet come back up. Heels go to the sky. This time we're going to go to the left side. So breathe in. Start to shift those feet off to the left. And reach up. Nice job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Place the hand down. Breathe in here in your plank. And breathe out. Start to drop your knees down, coming into what we call tabletop. Here in table, continue to keep those hands wide like the star shape. We're going to find our shoulders over our wrists, so we don't want to be back like this or too far forward. We want to really make sure that we keep our joints safe. So stack your shoulders over your elbow, which is over your wrist. Same with our hips and our knees. So just making sure that we're not finding our seat too far back, that we're making sure our hips are in line with our knees. Beautiful. So once you found that shape, imagine you could just slide your desk chairs in and maybe work with a friend on a project. As we breathe in, we're going to drop our bellies down to the mat. We're going to lift our eyes to the sky, lift your bottom to the sky. This is called cow pose. As we breathe out, start to bring your chin into your chest. Look underneath, round your back. Find your back going to the sky. We call this cat pose. So imagine a scaredy cat, maybe walking at night along the fence. Breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Breathe out, find your cat. Breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out, round that scaredy cat back to the sky. Again, press those hands away. And then come back to your neutral tabletop here. So again, imagine you could just slide those chairs right under. Start to tuck your toes. And we're going to lift our knees off of our mat. Lift your bottom to the sky, lift your hips to the sky. We call this downward facing dog. Has a really silly name, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Maybe we try to say that together. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful job. Pressing into your palms, into your hands. Allow your chest or your belly to come a little bit closer to the backs of your, the tops of your legs. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Let me hear it out your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful job. Begin to look to your thumbs. Start to tiptoe yourself to the top of your mat. Beautiful job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring those hands just underneath the knees. Halfway lift. Breathe out. Forward fold. Breathe in, find yourself reaching all the way up. Palms meet. Breathe out, bring them to heart center. Breathe in, reach the arms up high, going back to our flow. Breathe out, fold all the way down. Breathe in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, fold into Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe you shake your head yes, and change your mind and shake your head no. Good work. Breathe in, reach up, look up. Palms meet. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out to fold. Breathe in, reach up. Reach up, high, high, high. Palms meet. Breathe out, fold down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Beautiful job. Be sure to look forward here. Nice. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, reach up. Nice job. Breathe out, fold all the way forward. Breathe in to lift halfway. Breathe out. This time, plant your hands. Step your feet back, moving back into that plank position. Find your strength and power here in this. We're getting ready to take on the day together. So really show me that power, that strength, that energy you brought this morning. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Moving on to the right. So just shift those feet to the right, peeling that left hand and bringing it to the sky. Side plank. Beautiful job. Nice work. Breathe in. Breathe out. Plant that hand down. Shifting now to the left. Bring those heels over to the left. Lift the right hand to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Plant that hand down. Nice job. Breathe in here. Continue to press the ground away. And as you breathe out, bring those knees down. Tabletop. Breathe in. Start to drop the belly. Lift your eyes. Lift your tailbone to the sky. Cow pose. If you know the sound of a cow, maybe you can say that here. Breathe out, round your cat back. Maybe you look to where your belly button is. Breathe in, find your cow pose. Breathe out, find cat. Nice work. Breathe in, find cow. Breathe out, find cat. Nice job. Begin to tuck your toes. We're going to lift our hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Does anyone remember the name of this pose? Good work. Good try. It's Adho Mukha Svanasana. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let me hear it out your mouth. Nice job. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you breathe in, begin to look to the top of your mat. Start to walk your hands all the way to the top. Nice. Forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice job. As we begin to breathe in, start to bring those fingertips to start to walk up the body. Slowly, slowly. We call this ragdoll rise because we want to stack each bone over its friend right above it. All right, below it. So the head is the last to rise. You'll find your shoulders on your inhale coming to your ears. As you breathe out, roll your shoulders down the back, hands come out to the front, opening up, mountain pose. Beautiful. Maybe you close your eyes here. Maybe you start to shift forward and then shift backward. Feel the balance here in this pose. Shift maybe side to side. Yes, good work. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands come to heart center. We're gonna find ourselves doing a couple of star jacks. So just as we found our axe throwing breath at the very beginning, we're gonna stretch our feet out wide. We'll bring our hands out to the sides. And I have a feeling you might know what star jacks are. So as we breathe in, we're going to bring our hands up to the sky, feet together. So breathe in, breathe out, step out. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. We've got 6 more to go. Breathe in, strong, straight like a pencil. Breathe out like a star. Breathe in, straight like your pencil. Breathe out like a star. Beautiful. Just 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, you got this. Breathe in, breathe out. Perfect. So just shake your hips side to side. Maybe your hands come down. Maybe you get a little dance in. We're going to find our chairs next. So you can find your chair. Maybe you stand in front of your chair, or maybe you move your chair just slightly. So it can be right next to you. We're going to find what we call crane or dancer pose in yoga. So you'll stand right behind your chair, and maybe you want to bring your hands to that chair to stand up straight and tall. We're first going to find the placement of our feet about hip-width distance apart. So remember, we always have the option to place our 2 fists in between our feet and bring our feet just to join those, or you can just sort of eyeball it, okay? So whatever feels good for you, starting to find that hip-width distance apart. And then I want you to place your right hand on your chair. We're going to start to shift our weight into our right foot, and we'll begin to peel the left heel off of our mat. All right, we're going to start to lift that heel to our glute, so to your booty, and you'll place your left hand inside almost the arch of that foot. As you do that, start to draw those toes to the sky. Nice job. You can stay here, crane pose, or you can start to bring those toes out behind you and start to bend forward, really finding that sturdy balance in your right hand. Staying strong in that right foot, maybe you reach that foot out just a little more. Beautiful job. Breathe in, breathe out, look forward. Maybe if you see a friend or classmate, give them a good smile or a little wink. Breathe in, breathe out. One more round of breath. Breathe in here. Breathe out, start to bring that knee to the floor. Begin to slowly, slowly, slowly lower that foot down and shake side to side. Nice work. Starting to find our left hand now to plant on our chair. We'll start to find our weight into our left foot and begin to peel the right heel off of your mat. So your knee starts to bend here. You may then begin to lift that heel towards your bottom. And then we're going to find our right hand to place into that inner blade or arch of our foot. Beautiful job. Bring those toes to the sky if you can. Maybe you're pointing your toes here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe this is where you want to stay and this feels really stretchy for you. If that's where it is, perfect. You're doing such a great job. You want to take it a little further and try a different type of challenge. Start to reach those toes back to the back of the room behind you. Nice job. Remember to stay tall from your top of your head all the way through your back and through that strong, straight leg on the left side. Perfect. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, slowly, slowly finding that knee to point down to the floor and then release that foot all the way down. Nice. Both hands can come back to the chair and you can shake side to side. All right, we're going to try it in both sides one more time and then we'll start to slow down. So begin to place that right hand back on the chair. Start to shift your weight, and when you're ready, lift that left foot off of the ground, finding your left foot in your left hand. Nice. Again, stay here if this feels really good. You might even just find that your hand comes to the top of your foot and you just decide that you want to pull that heel into your bottom. That's perfect. You're going to feel that stretch on the front of your leg here. If you'd rather, you can go into more of that crane shape with me, finding that hand just in the inner arch of the foot, and start to release that foot back. Breathe in, straightening that left arm. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to draw that knee down and then slowly lower that foot. Again, shaking side to side here. Switching to our left. So left hand comes to our chair, our weight comes into the left side. As you breathe in, begin to find that foot coming off of your mat. Hand comes into the inner blade of the foot. And then breathe out. Breathe in, start to stretch that foot behind you. Breathe out. Our right arm is long and straight. You may feel that stretch on your shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Start to draw that knee back down and slowly lower that foot. Shaking it out side to side. Perfect. We'll place our chairs to the side, or maybe you just simply step away from your chair. And we'll begin to bring it down now. So we'll breathe in, lift your arms high. Breathe out, hands come to heart center. We're gonna heel toe our feet. So think almost as wide as star. So you can either heel toe or you can jump your feet out just a little bit. I want you to place your toes at a 45-degree angle. So think just turn your toes out, turn your heels in. And what we're gonna do is come into our Malasana or yogi squat. So reach your arms up over the head and then start to squat down. Sometimes this is called froggy squat too. So I like to call this froggy squat myself. So starting to shift side to side, just imagine you're a froggy that's getting ready to pounce. Beautiful. Just finding that little dance in motion between those little froggy legs. Then start to find your bottom on the ground. And we're going to start to bring our knees to the sky. Feet are going to plant on the floor. And then you're going to find your hands back behind your thighs here, just right at the tops of the thighs. And we're going to start to roll down. Before you do that, though, it may be helpful to have that crayon box or maybe that book, in this case, handy. So maybe find that before you decide to roll down, and you can choose if you want to use that for one of our last postures, okay? So finding those hands back behind the thighs, start to roll yourself down. Imagine you're turning yourself into the letter C as you slowly, slowly roll down. And then maybe you reach your arms up over the head. Beautiful job. Reach them back down by your sides. Start to draw your feet in and see if you can allow your fingertips to graze your heels or to touch your heels just very gently. We want to think, we're going to move into bridge pose, but as we move into this pose together, what we want to think is keeping our knees directly straight up to the sky. So we don't want them to come out like this, and we definitely don't want them to come in toward one another. We want to, again, protect our joints and allow our knees to just look directly at the sky, okay? So if you've got your crayon box or book or prop, we're going to use that to place underneath our low back here. So I want you to watch me first, and then we can start this together. So you'll have your block or your book or whatever you've got for your prop. And what we're going to do is we're going to place those hands down. They're, again, just barely touching our heels. Want to place our hands right next to those heels and press into them, press into the back of your head. Lift your hips to the sky. Can you see how we're creating a little bridge here to go right under? Perfect. So what we can do is we can find that book or that prop that you have, and you can place it just right where your pants, right at the waistline of your pants. Go ahead and place that block underneath you, and then sit your bottom on that block. This is called supported bridge pose. Breathe in, look to the sky. Maybe you close your eyes here. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice work. Breathe in. Breathe out. As we breathe in this time, we're going to gently, again, place that weight into our hands and sort of press into the ground here to lift our hips off of that block or that prop. And then begin to pull that out beside you and start to roll those hips all the way down to the floor. Good work. Bring your feet out a little bit so you can make a tent with your knees. Your knees are now going to come in toward one another. And simply breathe here. As you breathe in, remember our belly is rising to the sky. And as we breathe out, our belly falls to the ground. Breathe in, raise the belly to the sky. Breathe out, lower it down to the floor. One more. Breathe in, make it a full breath here. Breathe out. Belly floats back down to the floor. Heel toe those feet back in. We'll find one more bridge pose. Hands can come back to the mat or back to the floor beside you. And then as you're ready, press into the arms, press into the hands, into the back of the head to lift your hips to the sky. Maybe this time you opt to place the book or the prop underneath you. Maybe you decide that you simply want to lift your hips a little higher. Breathe in. Remember, really keep those knees pointed to the sky. So start to engage those inner muscles inside your thighs to keep you really strong. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe in, come up onto those tiptoes, lift your heels. And as you breathe out, begin to roll yourself slowly down. Think ragdoll rise, stacking. Nice job. And then place those heels down. This time we'll find windshield wipers. So start to bring those knees off to the right. And bring them back through center, bring them off to the left. Beautiful. Back through center, come on to the right. Up to the sky and then off to the left. Nice job. Bring those knees back through center. Find your left foot at the left, sort of corner, just straightening it all the way down long. And then find your right foot to the right corner, straightening that out long as well. As you breathe in, fill your belly, allow it to raise to the sky. And as you exhale, allow it to be audible. Let me hear it out of your mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Begin to find your toes right next to each other, or feet right next to each other. Raise those hands over the head. Stretch long from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. So imagine that someone is pulling your fingers and another person is pulling your toes away. Reach. Become as tall as you can become. And then begin to bring your knees into your chest and wrap those arms around your legs. Maybe give yourself a squeeze and maybe you rock side to side on your back. And then when you're ready, we're gonna rock lengthwise. So think rocking from the top of our head all the way down to the bottoms of our feet. So begin to find that momentum, rocking up the spine. And maybe you get just enough that it allows you to stand up. So maybe take 4 or 5 rocks and then start to roll yourself up. Find that forward fold. Beautiful. Nice work. Begin to breathe in, lift halfway. Remember, this pose is called Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out to fold. Bring your hands out, making them long like you're the letter T, although you are bent over here. And then reach the arms up and overhead. Palms will meet, and your hands will come down to your heart. Breathe in, maybe close your eyes. Breathe out. As you breathe in, think of one thing that you're grateful for, one thing that brings you joy, one thing that when you woke up, it made you just so happy. Maybe it's your teacher, one of your friends there at school. Maybe you aced your spelling test. Maybe you're just thankful for the sun. Whatever it is, think about that here in this moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you so much for sharing a little part of your morning with me, getting started. Hope you have a wonderful day.